Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning, hope you're all having a great weekend, and welcome to this video which will talk about the Hook token or Hook protocol, whatever you want to call that. Wanted to cover it since yesterday. I analyzed it and I did a prediction which was, well, I guess you could say accurate or not, depending on what you think. But what I said, just to start with a quick recap, is that I didn't say this. But what I said is that you could clearly see that, and you can also see that, but you could clearly see that the price of Hook was being squeezed. Like there was this bearish momentum pushing us down with making lower highs essentially. But you also had this bullish momentum which was way stronger. I mean, you can clearly see that you could argue that we were making lower highs. But you can also see that the highs actually were sometimes just coming close to each other, and it wasn't really as clear as a trend as the uptrend we had, because we really were making higher lows for a very long time already, basically ever since the Saturday after the launch. So what I said is that we would probably stay in that whole market structure for a little bit longer, then break above that, and then get up to 2.55 at first. That's what I said, and then I'll make another update on that. So here I am. Because I didn't, I mean, obviously I didn't expect a move like this. I probably could have traded this because I was fairly certain about this, but I didn't expect us to move all the way up there. So I kind of wanted to investigate a little bit, because I mean, to be honest, this move does seem a little bit manipulated. Honestly, it does. If we take a look at the volume and where it's coming from for Hook protocol, it looks solid. Hotcoin is usually not I'm not a fan when some volume comes from that, but apart from that, a lot coming from Binance. So it does seem like it's at least all right. Now, obviously, I should have looked this up before this video, but I always check this out as well. I mean, you can see that the roadmap came out. Well, we already moved up before that. And apart from that, I mean, I couldn't really find any big other news, right? Public service as part of a collaboration transferring will remain locked. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's it. As part of the collaboration with Binance, we will be transferring Team's allocation of Hook token to Binance custody. I mean, it's good because it's some more, it's transparency, and it's some security that we actually know that the tokenomics will be enforced. But it's also how it should work, right? It's what we kind of expected from Hook's protocol already, because it is a legit project, and I think it's a great project. Because I do want to say, and I've said that earlier, or like more times about Hook protocol, I do think it's a great project, and I still think 140 million is a steal on the long term. But that's just my opinion. It's also on my watch list, as you can see. I'm always going to wait it out a little bit more in a bear market, but still. So what's next? Found resistance at around 2.9, 2.95. That's the main resistance level. We still have $3. I don't think we'll react to that very heavily. Now, we haven't really been above 2.95 earlier. Like this entire move didn't really happen. And if it happened, we weren't sold at all those prices, right? We were probably sold at $5 once, something like that. So then you get a spike like that. So the main thing is that right now the main level we have broken above is this level here at 2.75. We need to stay on top of that, first of all right? So I can basically delete this, because I really think the most important level is this level right here, this little bit smaller level at 2.75. If that breaks, if we cannot stay on top of that, we'll drop down, all right? That's the first thing you need to know. But apart from that, what happens if we actually break above 2.9 and 2.95? If we break above 2.95, well, I mean, just in general, if you take a look at the resistance levels, we have been respecting the 25s and the 0.5 and the 2.75 a lot. So the first stop, I think, would be 3.25. But that only is if on at least the 1 hour time frame we can actually close above 2.95, because it looks pretty likely right now. There's a lot of bullish momentum that will get up there, but whether we can actually break above that, that's a whole different story. So it's probably going to be more likely that we'll get there, then drop back down, maybe hold on top of 2.75 for a little bit longer, and then at some point break through 2.75 and drop down to 2.5. That looks more realistic in my opinion, but I mean, we got a big fundamental week coming up for crypto next week, so there might be a little bit more bullish momentum in the markets tomorrow, so we could actually still see something like that. But in general, because of the momentum we have right now, something like this should really happen before Monday afternoon. If it hasn't happened then we're probably doing this already, and it's probably going to continue. So that's my take on Hook and the Hook protocol for today. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, take care and bye.